Dude,
My OnlyFans link in my bio. Even is right,
the
nigga.
most loyal listeners.
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to the Gentleman Gains episode. Today we're going to be talking about diets and meal plans and our own experiences with it. Maybe some tips we have on it. And today I'm here with co-hosts Samuel and Andrew. Yeah. So, I'm actually cutting right now. So my calories are currently sitting at around 1800.
That sucks.
Yeah,
Finding the numbers, writing down the numbers all is so hard to like keep up with your macros.
it is. And then you have to kind of become like you have to be so particular about it as well.
Yeah.
If you're actually like serious about cutting and bulking.
Mm-hmm.
To
Yeah,
track literally everything, weigh everything.
every day, every hour, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Hardest part's just saying no when you see things that are amazing. My grandma just made a huge bag of butter tarts.
Oh no.
No,
Yeah.
no, 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 don't go there.
Just only
They're
eat
so good.
1,800 calories of butter tarts.
God dang. This makes me want to go to Walmart down the street and just get me a bunch of butter tarts and
Oh
just eat them
man,
all in 1 hour.
they're so good. She
Oh
makes some
yeah.
with like cranberries as well.
Yeah.
You know what
Whatever. Yeah.
my big weakness is right now is whenever I'm at work at Planet Fitness is there's a fresh coat right away.
Yep.
Like right across from it. Pad Thai salad, man. That shit is amazing. And I can't resist it. It's terrible. And it's not low calorie either. It's like
Yeah.
Full of
it's almost
carbs.
yeah, it's all carbs. But it's so good.
What's so good is not good for you, basically.
No. Actually,
Yep.
that I wouldn't say is too bad for you. It's just like you could do a lot better.
You could do a lot better, yeah. But like a lot of like diets are like starting to become so expensive now. If you're
Oh
like
yeah.
ketogenics, vegans, vegetarians, all that stuff.
Mm.
Like bringing it back to our simple living episode, we talk about like how prices are going up with groceries and a lot of expenses now.
Yeah,
Find a
no,
lot of.
it's crazy.
Sorry. I was gonna say, see a lot of times now people shop for meals instead of like the week now, just because like the prices. Speaking from experience, when I go grocery shopping, I mainly shop for maybe 2 or 3 days instead of like an entire week or 2 weeks, just
Yeah.
because kind of can't afford it.
Yeah, going back to talk about my point of view of like diets and everything now. Since starting going to the gym, like I wasn't even focusing on a diet plan or anything. I was all about like trying to just gain weight and then just use that towards make it into a muscle and then move forward as I start to get older. Um, Gaining weight is really hard to do. Like there's a lot of like shortcuts that everyone's like trying to do, like
Hmm.
taking a mutant mass weight gainer, and ended up going to the bathroom because you put like 4 scoops of a freaking mutant mass and then a cup of milk and then shake it off and all you got is like a thick milkshake and it's not
Hell yeah.
hell yeah. But
Hell yeah.
but then the past like like 10 years now I've only gained like 15 pounds because I don't know, maybe it's because it's my high metabolism and I'm still waiting for that moment when that goes away and that will reflect on like all your training that you've done since you started going into the gym. So right now I'm not really buying any groceries right now because the problem is that everything's so expensive, but also you have no time to cook and make all your meal plans for the week because you're at work all day. So right
Trying to
now,
afford the groceries that you want. Yeah.
yeah. But the thing is, like, compared to like how much you're spending a week on groceries, and the thing is, you don't want to like eat the same thing every day. So I'm going with like those HelloFresh things where
Mm.
they actually cook for you. Yes, the price
Yeah.
might be a deal breaker, but the thing is, you got like multiple meals that are that change weekly, and they get delivered to you. So it's all cooked for you. The portions are like okay, But the thing is that you don't want to eat too much or you don't want to like have the amount of portions that either it will make you full or make you sleepy. You know what I mean? Or I don't know, like make you hungry or something. It's just enough that you have something throughout the day, so you don't have to like overload on like calories and all that stuff. So that's like my type of thing. I mean, going through all that diet plans and stuff. Like I used to do a lot of meal plans. Then I went off, and then I came back. I came back after like buying so much fast food a day. That's a lot of money right there.
Yeah, there's another one called the Factor, and to those viewers, I don't know if there are any viewers from Muslim, like they have a lot of dietary approved meals as well. So like if you are someone who only eats halal or whatever, that's the option as well. And then it gives you all your macros right there already on it. They just come already packaged. You just rip it open,
Put it.
microwave it or whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm taking right
HelloFresh.
now. No, not HelloFresh. So
Oh,
Factor, they actually cook for you and then they
yeah,
seal
yeah.
it. Where for HelloFresh, they gave you the portion size of all the ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make it yourself. That is
Yeah,
probably why the price is so different because it's
yeah,
cheap.
exactly.
It's cheap, but I like it how they actually cook it for you. So that's what I'm
Me
currently
too.
using right now. I'm doing like 2 meals a day, so that's about
Yeah.
12 meals a week.
Hmm.
And yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
Nice. Yeah, I still cook. Like I don't go with Factor or anything like that.
I do too, but yeah.
I mean, me currently, like, yeah, I'm trying to lose weight as well. I mean, the last, I think 9 months now, 8 months. No, maybe 9 or 10 months, I guess. Trying to think back when happened. Lost over 50 pounds.
it's good.
Went down from
That's awesome.
380 to 330,
Hmm.
and then 330 back up to 345,
Hmm.
and now I'm back below 330 again. So for me, it's just been about like eating less in general. So
Hmm.
like I honestly don't care too much what I eat right now. Like I do try to like eat healthy or whatever. But if it's like breakfast is like a English muffin sandwich from like McDonald's, then that's the calories I'm counting, you know? Because especially the hours I work where it's like early ass in the morning, sometimes getting up to cook is not ideal. And I
Hmm.
don't even have a microwave, so I can't heat things up that I've cooked from the day before. So really not an option to cook in the morning. So it's either buy something or wait till later. Most of the time, it's wait till later, which is fine, because I'll go from work to the gym and then come home. So sometimes I'm not eating till like 1 o'clock, but it seems to work for me. And it's mostly been like throughout. It's weekends that kill me, which I think is a lot of people's problems because my weekends are so different and unstructured compared to my weekdays. Like my weekdays, like okay, work, gym, this or and football or something, right? Whereas my weekends are crazy nothing. Like I might have a football game and that's it. So there's not a whole lot of structure, which is something I definitely need to work on. But throughout the week, it's like, it's fairly easy for me to stick to something where it's like, okay, yeah, here's steak and rice or beef and
Hmm.
rice. It's kind of like my go to. And cabbage. I eat a ton of cabbage. Love cabbage. Super
Yeah.
filling. You can eat a lot of it without having a lot of calories. It's like 10 calories per like
Hmm.
cup or something, or per like 100 grams, I think. So it's awesome. You just throw that in a pan, kind of put
Yeah.
a lid over it, let it like steam up and whatever. And it tastes pretty good to me. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, and just eliminating drinks that have calories is kind of the big
Yeah,
thing.
that's
That's
my
the
biggest thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because me, I'm more so someone who likes a good drink over good food.
Hmm.
Like for me, the only reason I go to like places like Tim Hortons is the cold drinks because I prefer hot coffee at my own place.
Yeah.
Because normally I'll just drink like black coffee or whatever. But if I do like go out, if I'm just out and about, I'll pick up like an iced coffee or something. And those are like loaded with calories
Oh yeah.
because they're just sugar and whatnot. So that's something I really need to cut down on. And it also gets expensive if you count the cost
Oh
of it
yeah.
all throughout the week.
Yeah. Like
I
for me
know.
right now, like that's a big thing too. Is like just
Yeah.
especially for the job. It's like being so
Yeah,
late,
exactly.
so early. I go and buy so many coffees a day. I'm like, "Ugh,
Yeah,
am I doing this?
exactly.
Ridiculous.
For me though, I've never been someone who's really a big breakfast eater. Like for me, I just have like a cup or two of coffee or tea, and I'll eat around one or two is when I start to get hungry. But It depends if I'm fasting. What I'll have is like oatmeal or like protein oatmeal with a scoop of peanut butter in it. And for me, that obviously, as we know, oatmeal is slow digestive, so that'll last long throughout the day. But typically, if I'm not fasting, whatever, just cup or two of coffee, and then I start tracking my macros at like around lunchtime when I start eating.
Yeah, I have something similar to where
Mhm.
I'm at work like Monday to Friday in the morning. I have my coffee ready,
Mhm.
and then as like a starch or something, I just have Pop Tarts just to make it simple.
Yeah.
Just grab Pop Tarts and just eat it, just like a little kid. Just have a instead of having hot chocolate, just have coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's pretty much what it is. Like I just eat through the day, have coffee in the morning, Pop Tarts, and then start with my factor meals throughout the day. Just split them up so that I don't get too full, I don't get too hungry, and helps me like get through my job. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
having a desk job, it sucks, but I mean, eating is just you just keep eating when you're at the desk.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
exactly, right? Like that's the biggest thing I find is boredom. It's like if I'm
Yeah,
at home doing nothing, it's like, okay, what can I eat?
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
And then you just like go find something and you're like, I'm not even hungry. I'm just looking for something to do is realistically what it
Exactly.
is. And that's why my weekends suck. It's like, crap, I'm not busy. What do I do? Even though it's nice to have a day off, it's just
That's my biggest problem. Because, like you, on weekends, there's not really much for me to do. I live in the country. So
yeah.
I work out at nighttime now instead of the morning, just because I found I I operate better. So if I watch anything, I have to have something like to eat. So it's like it's a
Yeah,
problem.
exactly. Um yeah, like the only day off I have is Sunday, and that's the really bad day. Like Saturday
Mhm.
can be because it's a little bit more hectic because it's usually I'm traveling for a football game, so I don't usually have all my stuff. Um But I think a big thing that can help is definitely having things you can put your food in to bring with you.
yeah,
Like like I have a bunch of Stanley thermoses. That's kind of the number one thing I carry. They're steel, so they're kind of heavy to carry around a bunch, but it's something, right? Um, but at the other job, I only got a 15-minute break, so trying to get in food in 15 minutes can sometimes be tough.
Yeah.
So that's why I usually just opt to not eat to eat a sandwich or something instead. That's a little bit quicker.
Yeah. Just think about working like construction jobs too. You're kind of like it's like the thing you go out to get something to eat.
Yeah, exactly. Or get a coffee or something like that.
Yeah, because you only
Which
get like a 15 and a 30.
yep,
yeah,
So it's kind of like you have to just eat quick and then go back or whatever.
yep. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Something
and
simple. I mean, go ahead.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, it's like even at Planet Fitness, like having the Fresh Go right beside me. I'm like, what do I do? I'm like,
Dangerous.
go to the Fresh Go.
Yeah.
And the first aisle you walk down is all the cakes and stuff, and you're like, oh, I don't want this.
Yeah.
I kind of
You
have the
smell
same
the
thing with my
bakery.
job. I kind of have the same thing with my job, except it's like across the street where I got a No Frills, a Walmart, but also there's a Planet Fitness right beside it too,
Yeah.
and a Tim
But
Hortons and Wendy's.
what I try to
Yeah.
do is just like if I like I just try to keep the activity up to try to balance out anything crappy I might eat,
Hmm.
which is pretty easy to do when I work two jobs, go to the gym and then coach football. Like that's pretty easy to keep your activity up. But like for Andrew, like where he's working a desk job, that there's not a whole lot of walking and like doing like physical things, like having to go on walks throughout the day and all that kind of stuff would like if that's the job I was working would be necessary, because like to no one's real surprise, getting your steps in does actually help with losing weight if that's what you're looking to do. So that actually is a thought to consider when you're doing a meal plan, right? Is
Yeah,
like, hey, I walk 2,000 steps a day, or 2,000, geez, 20,000 steps a
20,000
day.
steps.
Yeah, like I know a guy that does 20,000 steps a day, but he's trying to gain weight, and it's like there's 800 calories from all the steps that he then has to go and refuel, right?
Eat.
And
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like, and it's all from pacing, essentially,
Yeah.
of him walking around the gym, and it's like, so that's also something to consider is how much activity are you doing in regards to your
Exactly.
diet. If you're trying to lose weight, the more activity you're doing, that helps. But if you're trying to gain weight, the
Mhm.
less activity you do also helps.
Exactly.
Yeah, with the less activity you have, like say, well, like a desk job, like it takes a toll on your body as well, because if you're just at a steady state and you're just sitting down, you're causing a lot of problems like with your back and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Even if you have like a back, like what do you recall those, like a reconstructed back seats or something like that for your when you're sitting down, it
Yeah.
still takes a toll on you just by sitting. And you
Yeah.
could even gain weight by just sitting down or something,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
True.
That's why like I'm all about like trying to keep myself going. I have like my main job is a desk job, but then my other job is actually in retail, so I'm actually moving, and that balances out my my activities by just going from one job to another, just to make sure that my steps are in and stuff.
Mhm.
Just a way to get through the day as well too, because if you're just sitting down doing nothing, man, you're staring at the clock all day, and you're complaining about like I want this day to be over. Well, you that's the thing. It's not
That
gonna
was
move.
a good point what Sam made because that's a lot of I feel like a lot of people struggle with. They're like, well, I cut my calories. Why am I not losing weight? And it's like, well, sometimes we need to up our cardio or vice versa. I'm doing all this cardio, but I'm not losing weight. Well, it's like, well, shred off 100 or 200 calories from your, daily calorie
Double,
count,
yeah.
and then
Yeah, your
see
double
how you go
double
from there.
coffee might be taking a
Yeah,
step,
exactly,
right?
exactly.
I get
Like,
I get there's a point where diets is the big factor of like weight loss and everything, but you also need to have a little bit of activity in your system to
Yeah.
actually maintain or kind of like help out with that diet plan, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Especially for someone like me, I gain weight so fast, it's ridiculous. And for
yeah.
me, I have a baby face, so it literally goes all to my cheeks right away, and I hate it. So like, I eat like one or two sweets a day, bro, immediately.
God,
I
sweets.
hate it.
Don't talk
Yeah,
about
I hate it.
sweets.
Yeah, I got a sweet tooth bad.
Yeah.
I got a bag of like chocolate sitting in my lunch bag. I just eat that.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing is sweet tooth, and my grandma does not help that.
See, the unfortunate thing for me is I don't have a particular tooth to anything. I just like everything equally.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Like I love like cake as much as I love pizza, and I love pizza as much
Yeah,
as I
I'm
love
the same.
steak, and I love steak as much as I like teriyaki. It's just the amount for me. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna eat all of that, and it's like, why, why?
Yeah, yeah,
This episode is making everyone hungry.
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Probably people are just sitting there like,
Eating while they're listening and
yeah,
watching.
I know, because I'm someone who does that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
So I
man,
think
I should be cutting calories,
big
eh?
point.
Having a cake.
Yeah, yeah. The big point is like one of the things is keep busy because boredom will just lead to you just either overeating or not doing anything, right?
It's true.
Keep your activity up for sure. Like,
Say that, yeah.
and one thing to mention too is like if you're trying to gain weight, if you're bulking, still like get your steps in because it's good
Yeah.
for your heart. Like it's good for heart health. Like don't just cut out cardio because you're like, oh, no, like you should still do that. Like as an expert in gaining weight, still do that.
That's like a fitness 101 thing, is that your heart muscle
Yeah,
is the most important muscle that you have in order to get your
yeah.
workouts in.
Yeah.
Do some sort of cardio, whether it's like high intensity interval training or steady state or whatever. Like it doesn't matter what it is, just try to keep something like that. Like for me, what's been helping a lot is like circuit training. So I'll go from like I'll just put the compound exercises I have in a circuit. So like for example, on my upper body day, and this helps keep the heart rate up, which is the whole thing, right? The bigger your heart rate goes up, the more calories you're gonna burn, right? Because your heart is like your body's going. So like I'll do like alternating dumbbell shoulder presses. So that's like one arm up, one arm down, that do that for like 16 to 20 reps. So like 8 to 10 an arm essentially, and then right into like upright rows like that, and then kettlebell swings. Which for some people they might be like, oh, why, how does that make sense? And we're not talking about training ideas and all that right now, but it's something I'll probably go over later. But keeping that heart rate up going, right, is a huge thing too to help get that cardio in. So if you're like me and one of your gyms don't have a treadmill, or you just don't really want to hop on a treadmill, that's one solution to help you keep that activity up, get that heart rate up, so that your meal plan doesn't, just fail because you're not doing enough movement. Essentially, is what I'm trying to say.
Skipping is another one that you can do too in a short time.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of skipping for the past like couple months now. After my workouts, I just tend to like just do some skipping, and that's an easy one to do. But you keep up, but yeah.
Good calf workout and also cardio.
Yes, yes, the calf workout. The guys that fear is small calves.
Yeah.
Dang ladies, with their high heels and everything. They got the calves, and we don't.
Getting back to the meal plan, like I think, I was just thinking like one of the things that's helped a lot is having an air fryer.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
huge time wastes are like ovens and whatever, right? Getting an air fryer is huge. So getting just equipment, get it. Oh, panini press, huge.
Rice cooker.
Rice cooker.
Air fryer. Pretty much, if you have a rice cooker and an air fryer, you're pretty much set.
Yeah, you're set because you can cook chicken, beef, anything in the rice cooker.
Yeah.
Well, same thing
Or
with
not rice cooker, air fryer.
Instant Pot. Instant Pot helps a lot too.
Yeah, which is the pressure cooker.
Yeah, pressure cooker.
Yeah,
So that's a really good thing.
Yeah, a lot of equipment have been evolving now to make it easier for everyone to use.
Exactly.
I don't know. Is that the case for like financial reasons? Like, is it good for the budget?
I'd say so. You can get an air fryer now for like $60.
Yeah.
And it's a simple one. You just turn the dial and you can go, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it'll cook anything. So.
Plus, a lot of them come with the tray on top to steam your veggies in it as well.
Yep.
And the rice
I have
cooker,
that one.
yeah.
Yep.
I love that.
So yeah, you can pretty much get a whole like 3 meals out of one rice cooker and an air fryer.
Yeah.
Meat in the air fryer, vegetables and rice in the rice cooker.
Yep.
Set for the day at least, right?
Exactly.
Especially if you have the ones that automatically shut off.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something to consider, is like maybe invest a little bit into those items and you'll be able to maintain a diet a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Trying to make your diet like as simple as possible, so then you don't have to spend so much money to make it look so fancy and different. I mean, to make it simple, I used to do like rice and chicken a lot. So I just cook rice and I just like bake chicken in the oven right there. And then if I want to like maybe add something to just make the flavor good, just put some like sauce on top of that and then you're good to go. Speaking of air fryers or instant pots or pressure cookers, chili. Make some chili in there. That will get, depending on how much you're making, 5 days worth of that. You could like put 3 of them in a container, put it in the freezer, and then just use 3 of them for the week, and then switch up your plans a little bit for the week.
Yeah, and getting like a thermos or a Stanley or something like that, you can throw all that chili in there. You can heat it up at home.
Yeah,
keep it warm or if you want something cold or whatever it is, it'll keep it that way for the rest of your day at least. And like if you get a Stanley, sometimes it keeps it warm for 2 days.
Yep.
It's crazy. I don't recommend keeping food that long in a thermos.
Don't.
But it's an option.
Cleanliness is another one. Like if you're gonna keep food in your containers and stuff, like make sure that you clean it properly. Wash it right after.
Yeah.
But yeah, simple as that. But just be aware of like the longevity or the staleness of like everything that you're just going to be putting into your diet. It could be you could enjoy 2 days of the week, but then the rest of the week you're just going to be like, oh, I can't believe I'm eating the same thing every day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something I don't know.
Or
try to pick something you really like if you're going to do that.
Yeah, switch it up, make it fun so you're not getting stale within yourself and then kind of fall off your diet. Another thing too is condiments. Like I find a lot of times people will count all their macros, take it off, and then add however much, sauces or condiments they want. And it's like that stuff really adds up
A lot.
Like a
it's
lot.
barbecue
Yeah.
sauce or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
because
you
like
can get 160 calories out of barbecue sauce for like
exactly.
3 or 4 tablespoons.
Oh my god.
And like
Yeah.
things like mayo. Mayo is a lot of calories.
Yeah,
And I see people like smother it on their sandwiches without adding the macros, and it's
yeah,
It's a
why am
lot
I
of
not
sodium.
losing this weight? I'm like, well, check out your condiments.
It's a lot of
yeah.
sodium right there for that.
Yeah,
And
it's a lot.
another thing I was just thinking of was like people will choose inherent like healthy foods, but not think of the calories of them. So like you got
Mhm.
to look for those alternatives sometimes. Like avocado, right? Like huge in calories. It's like 300 for like one avocado, or maybe not that much. I might be exaggerating. I don't remember, but it's not worth it for the fullness you get out of an avocado. Like who gets full off of an avocado? Not many people, right? So don't waste
Mhm.
your calories on like don't waste at least 200 calories on an avocado when you could have 200 calories of potato and like be full, right?
Mhm.
And that'll help you on your diet because you'll be full for longer, and you won't want to eat before your next meal.
A
But
lot of
also
fats
looking at
too.
alternatives, right? Like people will pick milk or eggs or
Yeah.
something, and like eggs, 90 calories per egg. That's not bad. I actually
Mhm.
still eat eggs myself, but
Me too.
if it's something that you're looking to cut down on, switch to egg whites. And then,
Yeah.
maybe switch from regular milk to almond milk because that's
Yep.
about a third, or you know what, maybe even a quarter of the
That's
calories.
what I do.
And switch from 90-10, so 90%, or sorry, like, 70-30 beef to 90-10. The less fat you have, the less calories there are in that beef, right? That's why chicken is so much lower in calories than beef is the fat content. So doing stuff like that is huge. Adding more vegetables in, huge, right? Because you'll get more full for less calories. Things like cabbage, like I said, or broccoli, or Brussels sprouts, or this, that, or the other thing. All
Um, protein shakes. If you are going to be doing some protein shakes, I mean, I used to do milk in the beginning, and now I just focus on just putting water in it. It's cleaner,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
cleaner,
Yeah.
anything like that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Like that changes up calories too, especially if you're trying to lose.
Mhm.
Now, if you're trying to gain calories, use like high fat milk and use regular eggs, right? The
Mhm.
more calories you can get, the better. Especially when it comes to those fats, but try to choose healthy fats like milk and avocado
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. Don't just go for the chocolate bar.
Yeah. Don't dirty bulk.
Protein bars.
Do it. Do it.
Protein bars. Don't even
Well,
talk about that. Oh
Quick
man.
tip,
yeah.
guys. If you need to gain calories quick, put olive oil in your protein shake, and there you go. Put oils. It'll taste like crap, but you'll get a couple of hundred calories out of it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
be running to the washroom 4 times a day. But yeah, put ice cream in there. I don't care what you do.
I used to do that.
You know what I recently tried? Because I have like a box of dates for when I fast.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
actually recently tried putting like a few dates in my protein shakes, and it's actually good.
Yeah.
Is it? You
Yeah,
find it
I like it.
chunky?
Not too much.
I used to put dry apricots in my protein shake.
Was it good?
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. It's high on like carbs and calories.
Mhm.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
I've tried putting avocado. Not good.
It's so thick.
It's supposed to like, because I ran out of bananas, so I was like, just an avocado, because it's supposed to make chocolate like chocolatier or something. Somebody said that once. It doesn't. It tasted like an avocado chocolate shake. Whoever said that was a liar.
No thanks.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
There's like another side thing that we might talk about into a different episode, but like supplements. So say like multivitamins, fish oils, vitamin D,
Yeah,
all
fish
that
oils is my
stuff.
big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you're on a diet that you're trying to lose weight, you might become. I wouldn't recommend for something super restrictive. At least that's not personally worked for me. But if you're something where it's like you're eating the same things every day, so for me, like that's kind of what I do throughout the week. It's like a lot of cabbage, a lot of rice, a lot of steak.
Yeah.
You might want to supplement with like multivitamins, high quality ones, of course. Don't buy like the $5 ones because those probably don't have good things in them. I would recommend Mutant. They have a pretty good multivitamin.
Yeah.
So at $20, so not the highest quality, but not too terrible. If you really want to go out of your way, Animal, or I think there's one called Vitamix or something like that. Veggie Greens, they're about $90 for a pack. but you get like a whole pack of pills and a ton of percentage for your like vitamins and minerals like vitamin C, A, B, K12, keratin, all that kind of stuff. So if you're somebody who like me who like I use those personally, who's missing out on a lot of potential for vitamins from, maybe not eating a lot of fruits all the time or certain vegetables or this, that, or the other thing. It's worth picking those up just for a healthy balance of stuff. And you'll find a lot of the times you'll have more energy and this, that. So not a bad option.
The big thing for me is those fish oils because it helps not only cardiovascular health and brain function, but it flushes out your entire system. So you'll notice, like, it be kind of gross, but like you'll notice your like poops are way better. Like they come out easy, bro. Like that's actually something you have to worry about as you get older is like the quality of
your immune
you go into the
system,
bathroom.
your digestive
Yeah.
system gets it
Yeah.
changes.
The thing with the fish oils is it flushes out your whole system. You feel great.
Yeah.
I really highly recommend anybody use fish oils.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
there's
Omega 3s
there's-
and all that.
Yeah.
I would say try to get your omega 3s from fish itself,
Hmm. Yeah.
rather than immediately going to supplements, right? If you can
Yeah.
get the vitamins from the source, then that's always better.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's what I'm currently doing right now. I'm just taking some vitamin D, multivitamin, and I don't know what this thing is, like Hard Muscle or something from what is that thing? What is that brand called? Magnum, Hard Muscle
Oh,
Builder
yeah.
or something like that. Yeah. So kind of like going around with that, and there was also those things where you have like these powdered greens and powdered fruits that
Mhm.
Yeah.
I used to have that, and it's currently sitting in there, so I have to get back into that right now. The brand is
Mhm.
like Progressive. It's a pretty good brand of all the
Yep.
nutrients that you're looking for. Tastes a bit funny at first, but then you get used to it, and it's really good. I'm just putting it in a bottle of water and just drink it. Treat it like it's just a V8 kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Animal has that as well. They have like a multi, so instead of the pill form, they do like a powder form, and they have one that literally just tastes like orange juice. So if you mix it right, you just get orange juice in the morning that actually has ton of more vitamins than you're normally used to. So there are those things that exist, right? That can help you get all those stuff in without, breaking the bank on buying all these different vegetables and whatever. So something to consider as well.
I think you're pretty much covered a lot.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we covered. Well, I mean, there's only two ways to go about dieting. You're either gaining
Yeah.
weight or losing weight, right?
Yeah.
Or
Exactly.
maintaining, I suppose. But
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, maintaining this.
just eat where you feel comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. And then just obviously stay consistent in the gym.
Budget
Yep.
your meals, enjoy your meals, depending on how you're
Yeah.
depending on what you're putting in your diet. But it is
Feel
hard.
your, yeah, if you feel your mood going down, switch up the meal, but
Yeah.
like maintain those macros or whatever.
Hmm. I salute you to the people that writes down their actual number of macros and stuff, because that's freaking
I have
hard.
the app,
Yeah, that's hard.
Fitness Pal app.
Let me guess, MyFitnessPal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one right there. Is MyFitnessPal. You can it's a free app. You can just write down your number, macros, and everything, and it will like
Tells
calculate
you,
everything.
yeah, exactly. It tells your amount of carbs, proteins, everything.
Mhm.
Yeah. One thing I do personally, just because I'm not overly worried about
Yeah, it tells you
protein,
everything.
carbs, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there it is,
There you
right
go.
there. Yep.
Is
Fibers, everything.
yeah, like I know if I'm eating a lot of steak, I'm getting protein and eggs and all that, right? So I don't.
Yeah.
For me right now, I'm not totally like anal retentive about like all that stuff. So what I do is I just look at the calories of something, write it down in the calculator, and then just add whatever I eat next. It might be 250, add 250, and that way I can just open my phone, and I got how many calories am I? Oh, I'm at 360. Oh, I'm at 1,600 or something.
Yep.
So that's how I do it personally.
It's easy like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you are gonna start going into cutting, like seriously, get a scale. That's a big get a scale.
Yeah, like a food scale.
Yeah.
Yep.
Scale.
Food scale.
Yeah.
Sometimes the weight scale can be a detriment. You might get obsessed with it when you step on the weight scale every morning.
Yeah.
So, but the food scale, incredibly helpful.
Yep.
It's actually a must
Yeah, it is.
if you're losing weight.
And
Yeah.
it's not
So-
expensive either.
No,
Yeah,
you can
exactly.
get them now for like. You can probably go to your
$15.
local like Value Village, find one for $5. So
Yeah, sure.
Hmm.
That's all I had on that.
Yeah.
yeah, that's. I think we've just about covered everything.
Yeah.
So just to sum it up, like, you know, get the right equipment. So that's air fryers, rice cookers, things that make things quick and convenient. You know, thermoses, plastic containers to take food with you. We just mentioned scales. Try to find things that you like to eat is the big thing.
Budget budget your plans, and also make time for, if you are going to actually make your meals, make time for it. Schedule it.
Exactly.
Be active.
Consider about going for brands like Factor, where they ship meals to you, if time is a factor in your life.
Factor.
That was a good pun right there. No pun intended, though.
No, it really wasn't. I didn't even think of that, honestly. And you know, just always look for those alternatives when you're maybe you really like milk. Try almond milk. You know, if that's something you put in your protein shakes, stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's just about it. So
I mean, thanks for watching, guys. I mean, don't forget to follow us. Look at our links. We have our Instagram. All our links are right in on our page. We are on Spotify on video, surprisingly.
you can also follow us on TikTok for some short clips of what the upcoming episode will be about.
Same thing with the Instagram. Also, any of your podcast plats that you are listening to, we have our RSS feed and our I think it's in our Spodcat. I think it's our Anchor website or something, or Spotify podcasters or something. Our RSS feed is there. But check us out on YouTube. I mean, we are mainly putting our episodes on YouTube as well. If you like
Yeah,
to
and if
see.
you do happen to go over to the YouTube, leave comments if you guys want us to go over some topics or you have any questions. We'll go over them.
Yeah, we want to interact with you guys. I mean, make it so different, so then we can have everyone be a part of our new episodes that are coming up every Fridays.
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Catch you on the next one. Fuck all of you.